Okay, 12 bar blues in A. I'm going to do a very basic form and 4 variations. We're just going to use our open position chords. Okay. If any of you guys that know the theory, you can just follow those chords. We can perhaps do it in bars or in the chord forms. Right. Okay. So the first one, very basic. 12 bars, of course, 4 beats in each bar. Well, all we're going to do is play on the beat. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm not going to do any embellishments or anything like that. Okay, I'm just going to play the chords just to get you moving. Now, so our first chord is the A dominant 7th, which is the 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string. I'll show you why in a second. This is the guide finger principle coming up. Okay, so in order to get to a D7, I don't need to take my fingers off and redo my fingers. I have the A dominant 7th using the middle fingers. I'm not going to use 1 and 2 or 3 or 4, whatever. I use 2 and 3 because then when I need the D7, I simply drop my fingers to the strings 3 and 1 and add my first finger to the 2nd string. Alright, so that's like bar 5 and 6. Okay, so then I can, to get back to the A7, lift off my first finger, take that shape, a couple of millimeters back to the A dominant 7. That's what we're looking for. Economy of movement. Now to get the E dominant 7th, again, I'm going to use my 2nd finger as my guide. I'm going to take my 3rd finger off and I'm going to get my 2nd finger to the 5th string and then my 1st finger to the 3rd string on the 1st fret there. And E dominant 7th. Okay. So our structure is 4 bars of A7, 2 bars of D7, 2 bars of A7, 2 bars of E7, 2 bars of A7. Okay, so let's play that together. Okay, let's count it in, and I'll count the bars as we go to keep you right, and I'll tell you when we're going to change chords as well. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change is coming up to get to the D7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to change again. 3, 4. Back to the A7. Little movements. 2, 3, E7. 2, 3, 4. Back to the A7. Okay, that's our 12 bars. Now rewind the video and try it again if you need to. Right, variations, okay? So still sticking with the same chords, but we're going to put them in a different order. Alright, so the first bar is A7, 2nd bar is D7, and then 3rd and 4th is A7. Now like the previous one, the 5th and 6th are D7, 7 and 8 are A7. However, this time we're going to go 9th is an E7, 10th is a D7, and 11th and 12th is an A7. Okay, and we're going to do one round of that, and then we'll move on to the next variation. Okay, let's give it a try. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, D7. 1, 2, 3, A7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, onto the D7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, back to the A7. E7 comes next. D7. A7 for 2 bars. Okay. Next variation is pretty much the same, except we go to an E7 on the 12th bar. Okay. So let's count this in and off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, A to D7. 2, 3, back to A7. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. D7. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A7. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. E7. 2, F7, A7, E7. That's fine a bit. It's still the heat wave continues in Europe. I don't think it's a heat wave anymore, but it's still rather hot. Okay, now this one again pretty much the same. However, the 9th and 10th bars are different from the previous. Okay, the 9th bar we want to go to an F7, to an E7, A7 on the 11th, E7 on the 12th. Now an F7, if you don't know it, if you're a beginner you might not be able to do it, but it's worth trying. We are going to bar the 1st fret. Now remember with the bars, your thumb is there for support. Don't force it, right? You don't want to see this, you know, don't clamp it. The idea is that you don't even need your thumb. It's just how your fingers sit into the strings, okay? I should probably do a lesson on the bars. People seem to have a lot of trouble with it, but it's because you think you need excessive pressure when you really don't. So you'll see that the E7 shape, the F is the same shape, it's just transposed to a different fret, thus it's a movable chord. So, with the bar, we just slightly behind the fret. Everybody slightly goes to the edge of the finger, not flat with the finger, because again that restricts movement. So we go slightly with the finger, and the other finger should be able to move and create different chord forms in front of the bar. Okay. So that is the bar on the 1st fret, 3rd finger on the 3rd of the 5th, 2nd finger on the 2nd of the 3rd. That's our F7, and then to get the E7, I just pull it back. A7, E7. Okay, so let's have a look at that. So this 3rd variation is, like I say, pretty much the same as the 2nd variation, bar the 9th and 10th bars. Okay, let's count us in and off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, A7, D7, 2, 3, back to the A7. Now we're going to go to the F7 on the 9th. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Pull back. 1, 2, 3, 4. A7. E7. Okay, give it a go. And the final one, what is the variation? Okay, so the variation is on the 6th bar. We have a D sharp diminished 7. Talk about that in a second. And then the 11th and 12th bars have chord changes on 2 beats. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's have a look at that. So this time, when we come to our D7, I know in the beginning to use the guide finger. What I want you to do this time though, you can do that for the first few bars, right? But when you get to the 5th bar, I want you to do your D7 using fingers 3, 2, 4, because then all you have to do to get the D sharp diminished 7 is add that 1st finger to the 4th string. Okay, so let me just quickly show you that. So if I'm coming out with the A7, normally I would go there, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch here, because then I can just add my 1st finger. Remember, minimum movement principle, okay? Economy of motion, that's always what we're looking for. Yeah, and then the 9th and 10th bars, 11th and 12th. We have the A7 twice, D7 twice, A7 twice, E7 twice, okay? So let's have a look at that. So, let's count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4, A7, 2, 3, 4, D7, 2, and back to the A7. Now I'm going to use the different fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Add my 1st to the 4th string there. Back to the A7, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. E7, D7, and now go A7, D7, A7, E7. Okay? So you can just rewind the video, give that a go, and if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. This is the first part of a 2-part video. I've got another There's loads of variations, but I've got another 5 or something I'm going to do for these videos. And then add some other shuffles, scales, whatever. Please like and comment, share, all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you soon.